We're going to Europe. So it's been a while since we've taken like a long vacation, and this was long overdue, so we're super excited. But we're going to Europe for about a week. We're gonna spend 2 days in London, 1 day in Brussels, and 3 days in Paris. And both Steven and I have never been to these cities before, so we're actually really excited to go and check it out and just to like see a new place that we haven't been before. We are excited for all the shopping and all of the baguettes and pastries that we're gonna have in Paris. So this time I kind of have more of a plan for packing than I feel like I usually do. I feel like usually I kind of have an idea of like what clothes to bring, but this time, as you guys know, I have been in the process of digitizing my closet, and I've pretty much done all of like my summer clothes, all the stuff that's hanging. The only thing that I haven't really digitized is like my workout clothes and also my winter clothes. So that'll probably come like over the next couple of months as I'm like wearing things, but I pretty much have a good portion of my closet digitized. And so that really helped me to kind of like figure out and plan outfits. As you guys know, I'm currently using the Index app, and so I was able to just like plan a bunch of different outfits and things, and it generated like a packing list. I pretty much know what I need to pack now, and I can just like check things off the list. And I feel like clothes is always like the hardest thing to do whenever you're packing, because it's like, what am I gonna wear? What's the weather like? And thankfully the weather doesn't seem too hot, at least coming from someone who lives in Texas. I know I am an AC princess, so it's gonna be different when we're spending the whole day outside. And when I looked at the weather for like Europe over the next week-ish, it looked like the high was maybe like 80 to 85. So I think that that's like somewhat doable. I do think that people in Europe, at least my general impression is that like people dress a little bit more conservatively. I don't know that I'm gonna fit in. Maybe I'll just like pick up some new clothes while I'm there. I am bringing my new away suitcase. This one is a little bit smaller and should fit up in the overhead bins of like most of the European carriers. It's also lighter too, so in case they like weigh our bags and are like super like stingy about that. And then I think that I'm also gonna bring my Cotopaxi backpack as well. I just have gotten really used to traveling with this, and I love the different compartments and how much it can really fit in here. I think that Steven and I were kind of debating back and forth like what we wanted to bring, because we were thinking like, should we bring a checked bag? We are planning on doing some shopping, and one of the purchases is like Steven wants to buy a Rimowa carry-on, and so that's gonna be an extra baggage that we have on the way back. So I was like, do we really need that much on the way there? Still to be determined. I think I'm gonna try and fill this suitcase and then decide if we need a checked bag versus if Steven can just fit all his stuff in like his backpack and his carry-on, and then we just have like 3 carry-on size luggages on the way back, which we could check one of them for sure. I also do have packing cubes this time. I guess we've always had them, but these are like away packing cubes, and they're much more different sizes. I'm gonna be using those, but I feel like the first thing that we need to pack is clothes, because clothes takes up the most amount of space. So in terms of the clothes that I'm packing, I've kind of got a pile here. I've got pretty much a shirt for each day plus some extras. I always like to have extra clothes just in case like you spill something on yourself, or I don't know, you don't like the shirt that you packed. But I have several different shirts, and I try to kind of vary up the different colors, but I realize that a lot of my closet is either black, white, blue, or pink. And so I guess if you're kind of going for like a capsule wardrobe type thing, it works. But I felt like, why was I wearing like basically the same outfit every day? So I try to vary it up a little bit. I'm not sure that I was super successful, but I have a navy Lululemon tank, cute striped shirt, another like white tank, some basic t-shirts that kind of go with everything. They're all like kind of cropped, which I don't know if that's okay, and then a slightly like dressier top. So those are my tops, and then I do have some button downs. I'm bringing 2 button downs. This is one, just like a basic like blue striped button down, and also a basic white button down, and these are more so for like layering pieces slash if I want something that's a little bit more dressy, like if I feel like I'm being too casual. I'm also bringing this dressy, like this is the thing, is like I have too many blue striped things. This dress, it is sleeveless, but it is a little bit on the longer side. I think that that one will be good, and it's like super lightweight and airy. In terms of bottoms, I'm bringing this skirt that I got from Uniqlo recently, some white tailored pants. This is like my travel pants. So I'm gonna wear these on the plane, but they're just like my Pop Flex flared leggings. And this is also another like travel day fit slash I could use this for if I don't feel like wearing shorts, but just like some regular cargo pants, a pair of black trousers just for like a more elevated look. I feel like I always bring this jacket when I travel. It goes with so many outfits because it's like a cream color and it's also lightweight and water resistant, so it's really good for when it rains. And then also, of course, I'm bringing like just like a PJ set. I don't think that we're gonna go swimming, but just in case there's like a hotel pool or something, like I'm just gonna bring a bikini. I gotta put these into packing cubes. Okay, I realized that I have no underwear to pack, so I need to do laundry and finish that up. But I think I have most of my clothes in here now. I just have like other stuff, and I realized I was going through my packing list. I don't actually have that much stuff that I really need to pack. I am gonna bring hat and sunglasses with me. The jacket and my other travel clothes are gonna go in my backpack just in case, because it's easier to access. I'm also gonna bring my Dyson Airwrap.
So this ended up actually being a really dumb idea because I did not use my Airwrap at all. Steven let me know after the fact that it is actually not compatible with their plugs. In the US, we have 120 volt plugs, whereas in the EU and the UK, they have 240 volt plugs. So if I were to plug it into the European plugs, it would actually fry my Airwrap, and I did not want to do that, so I did not even bother trying. So don't be dumb like me and bring your Airwrap that is not compatible to a different country.
In terms of like bags, I'm bringing two of my Longchamp bags, my big green one and then my smaller blue one.
This is future Irene, and I just want to pop in and say that I ended up not taking that green Longchamp bag, and instead I brought a crossbody. This is my Uniqlo, the Half Moon crossbody, just because everyone was telling me that if I don't have a crossbody, I would get pickpocketed. So I figured that this was the safer option instead. But I did still bring my tote in case I wanted to like maybe bring that as a second bag to just like carry stuff in when I was like shopping and things like that. But we'll see how safe I feel about using that.
I think that in terms of all of my like skincare and all that stuff, I'm gonna put that in my carry-on. I really don't need to be like lugging it around except for this one small bag. This bag kind of just like things that I always want to have, like moisturizer, a lip balm, some hand lotion, a facial mist, extra daily contacts, and then motion sickness medication. I feel like when I travel, this is like my essential bag that I always throw in whatever bag I'm carrying that day. So this is going in my backpack. I also have this little like carrying case of like pills. I forgot where I got this from, but it was free. But I basically have a lot of things that like you would probably commonly need when you're traveling, especially like Tylenol, ibuprofen, stool softener. Don't ask me why. I feel like it just makes sense. Like as a GI dietitian, I feel like I cannot let travel get in the way of my regular bowel movements. And so if you're not eating as much fruits and vegetables as you are at home and your poops are a little bit harder, this just helps to like make things easier and make sure that you're staying regular. But I also have Benadryl, more motion sickness medication, and melatonin in here. So this also goes in my backpack as well. But going back to things that are going in my carry-on, I got a brush and a hair clip, other toiletries. I haven't completely filled this up yet, and my makeup bag is still in the bathroom, which I'm still gonna need for like the next couple of days. I think some of the stuff I'm gonna have to take out and put back in here, but I just want to see that and make sure that it fits. But kind of just like toothbrush, toothpaste, that sort of thing. And I think that's all that like pretty much goes into my carry-on. I definitely feel like everything will fit, even though not everything is in here yet. This is the carry-on Dyson Airwrap. This is gonna be all of my like toiletry stuff. Some clothes. Over here on the side, we got the Longchamp bag, sunglasses, hat, and then these are all like clothes. This, I'm gonna put my underwear as soon as I finish laundry. It's gonna go in here. It's not gonna be that empty. I think I'll still have plenty of space. Got my jacket and my extra clothes. I love this backpack because it already basically has packing cubes. I'm for sure bringing a water bottle because I just want to make sure that I'm staying hydrated. I think on this side I'm gonna put all my like filming gear. This is like my mic, tripod. I feel like I don't actually have that much stuff to put in here. Like this will go in here. I guess I could spread this out a little bit. This is a portable charger slash fan. Basically, for when it gets too hot outside. It has 3 different speeds. Just bought it off of Amazon a couple years ago. Steven has like a neck fan that he bought, so that's also just gonna go in here as well. I don't need it for traveling necessarily. I also do have a nano bag, a reusable bag that folds up into this tiny little pouch. I think this will be useful for like shopping and stuff. And I feel like everything else can kind of just go into the outside pocket because I'll probably want to access it. I'm gonna put my chargers in here, and for Europe you do need a converter. I know that we have it around the house somewhere, like we bought it a couple months ago, but I need to ask Steven where he put it because I can't remember. In this front pocket, I'm gonna put my camera, portable battery, charger, a little pouch that I talked about, my wallet, my card holder. This is like all of my other cards that I don't necessarily need but are good for travel, and so I keep them separately and mostly just use this one. Passport, obviously, cannot forget this thing. Oh my gosh, that'd be so bad. I swear I'm gonna organize this later. Oh, I guess I could put extra battery for the camera, and I think my SSD I can put in the back with my laptop. Also, headphones is gonna go in the front pocket. I feel like the front pocket is very heavy at the moment where you have the laptop sleeve, so my laptop's gonna go in here, and I'm undecided on whether or not to bring my tablet yet, so that's to be determined. But I'm also just gonna put my SSD in here too because I'm gonna probably try and do some editing on the plane. I did rearrange it a little bit because the way that I had put things was just a little bit too top heavy slash front heavy. So basically now I have all the clothes here so that it kind of like pad all of my tech stuff on this side. I still have like my camera gear, my Longchamp bag is still here, the water bottle is here. It's just all the clothes are over here. And so that's pretty much the biggest change that I made. Everything else is the same. I just have a couple more items that I need to find. That pretty much wraps up the packing. Let me know if you are going anywhere fun and exciting in the next couple of months because I love to hear about it. We are currently kind of trying to plan our vacations for next year, so would love to hear any ideas. If you enjoyed this video, please be sure to give it a like and subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Bye.